All right, man. It's been revealed that the Charlotte Hornets probably will not offer Miles Bridges the max contract. Also, being reported that Detroit Pistons may not be offering Miles Bridges the max contract, but obviously we have to wait and see. So, really, what it boiled down for him is will he take less to be in Charlotte, or really, if Charlotte won't offer the max, Detroit won't offer the max. Does he take the max from Indiana? But it's all just reported now. But I think most people believe that Charlotte is not offering a max from what he said in his situation. Um, they're not offering him the max. What he been leaking out, and it's gonna be up to Detroit Pistons to get in there and see what Charlotte offering them. Um, see what Detroit offering them, and move on from there. That's just that's just where it's gonna have to be at. So, um, I mean, but let's get to it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, it's the bell icon button, get all notifications. Chris getting a chance to get notification for him. Will it be taking less than saying Charlotte? We'll be taking the hometown discount, whatever it is. A lot of people say, as you go after Miles Bridges for the max, because by the time his max contract is about up, K contract will be up, Sadiq Bey be contract will be up right before that. A lot of people don't know that he's actually been playing the four um, the last 2 years in Charlotte. You go to basketballreference.com, it'll tell you that. So I mean, honestly, I thought they should just go with more of a guy like Bobby Portis, but go for it. Go for it. It makes too much sense. Go for it. Now they saying, I seen a rumor saying that the Hornets don't want to sign him to a max contract because he was, his cup showed lean. Obviously, you can figure that out. You can take the test. If you really got a lean addiction, we can see that. So I mean, anything to explain why to explain why to, to not pay him. But here's some go right here.
Let's take a look at Miles Bridges. He's not being offered, from what I am told, a max contract by the Charlotte Hornets right now. So he's going to go out into the marketplace starting on Thursday, Friday, and see if he can get that offer from somewhere else. So we're going to find out.
So there you go. So it seemed like he's chasing the max deal. And what it comes down to in that max deal, what it comes down to is he just looking for the max, or he's gonna look comfortable. He gonna look where the money is almost. He gonna look if it's not too much of a discount. Well, I'm gonna stay in Charlotte where I'm comfortable. Or I'm gonna take the max from Indiana. Or if Detroit offer me the max, that's it. Or if Detroit offer a little bit less than the max, I'll give him a hometown discount. Who knows? Detroit right now got about what I say about $48 million. Because after they sign Jaime Diallo, it's rumored that they're gonna pick up that contract, which I wouldn't pick that. I wouldn't pick that up. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't pick that up. You know, I wouldn't pick it up. But like I said before, I mean, it's just too much hype behind this. You might as well do it. You really don't have to bring back Marvin Bagley. I'm sorry. Why you got to bring him back? You don't have to bring back Diallo, so that make them sit around 55 million. You can bring in Miles Bridges. See if he get the max. If he get the max somewhere else, like see what you get, and then holler at us. If you get, I mean, I'll do it at this point. I was thinking more about Bobby Portis, Markieff Morris, and I wouldn't be mad if they went that route neither way. Either way, but when you look at the roster in its totality, think about the Detroit roster right now. Right? Think about it. You got K, Jay Nivey, Sadiq Bey, Jalen Durham, Isaiah Stewart. That's five. Now look at the bench. You got Kelly Olynyk, right? You got Isaiah Livers, Killian Hayes, Corey Joseph just signed back with y'all. If you bring back Diallo, that's 10 players right there. That's 10 players right there. So do you really need to bring back Marvin Bagley? You can find, it's being said that Malik Monk is going to take it's being said that Malik Monk is going to take less to stay with the Lakers, so he gone. They tried to get Cam Thomas from the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets said no. I'll talk about that later if I remember. You know, so so crazy. So I mean, when you look at the roster, why not? You know, so 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 makes too much sense. The roster is almost already filled. Even if you don't bring back Jaime Diallo, it's pretty much filled. Unless you planning on trading some of them dudes in a deal, it's pretty much already filled. And you look out there free agency, you be like, well, you look at the bench, you be like, well, what do they need? You ask yourself, what do they need? And I would say they need a scorer off the bench that can shoot, kind of get his own offense, and they probably need another rim defender off the bench. And that ain't even Marvin Bagley. So them the two things they could need. And then everything is not going to be the Pistons are not going to be perfect next year. It's going to be some growing pains in there and all that type of stuff. So that is what it is. But at this point, you might as well. You might as well just go ahead and do it. And like I said, if not, I understand. I definitely understand. I definitely get it. But it's too much hype around this, bro. And obviously, if you don't think he a max player, that's understandable. But when you think about it, Buddy Hield got the max. He ain't did a damn. He ain't did nothing close to what Miles Bridges did last year. Bridges only 23 years old, but then you ask yourself if it don't work, how easy is it going to be to move that contract? Can you get him to take 4 years? And Indiana more than likely going to end up with him. If we being honest about this, it'll be this situation. It'd be too perfect. This situation would be too perfect. It'd be too perfect. It'll be way too perfect. Way too perfect. Way too perfect. So I don't. I mean, I'm not sure that it happens. But when you come over looking for agency, and the question gonna be: are they gonna take a chance on filling out with multiple veterans, and who they gonna get to come here out of multiple veterans? Malik Monk, like happy being in LA. Then who else is gonna be? Jared Culliver, Lonnie Walker, Gary Harris Jr. Gary Harris, excuse me. Who? It ain't too many guys out there. Try to get Schroeder, makes no sense. Byron Forbes, that's a good pickup. Stretch and shoot it. Lonnie Walker. So like I said before, they probably best going out there, getting Bridges, and then putting the pieces together with some other guys. If you can't get Monk, I heard so hard that maybe they might be interested in Cam Reddish. Who knows? Because the Knicks be trying to get that. Maybe you add Cam Reddish to the bench, you put him in the role, see how he thrive there, and you go on from there. You pick up Miles Bridges, plug him in, pick up Reddish off the bench, pick up Byron Forbes, and keep it moving. That's exactly what they should do. That's exactly what they should do. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Might as well go for it now. It's already hyped up. The offseason has been too right, but then you think about this, the financial stipulations of it. NBA room, Detroit likely to spend max money on former, unlikely to spend max money on former number one pick in Miles Bridges, looking to get veteran on value deals instead. So that would that tell you to get veteran on value deals. If that's true, and that's what's being reported, I think James Edward III has been reporting that. If that's true, that means they're gonna be trying to see what they got this year and get a big free agent next year. If that's true, that's exactly what they're gonna be trying to do. But the biggest question, veterans on value deals. Are you really gonna be able to get veterans on value deals? Malik Monk willing to come back to LA for short money. So who else you looking for? Gary Payton III said, I'm looking for $15 to $20 million. You know what I'm saying? So can you get JaVale McGee to come back here? I ain't sure. That's why I say you might as well go ahead and spend the bag. But if I had to be a betting man, Miles Bridges gonna end up in Indiana. So according to James L. Edwards III of the Athletics, the Pistons are unlikely to throw max offers at the likes of restricted free agents DeAndre Ayton and Miles Bridges, though things could change. Role Edwards. Instead, signs point to Detroit looking to add quality veteran role players to pair with its young core as it furthers its rebuild. Maintaining financial flexibility moving forward is still important to the franchise per source, with the 2023 free agent class expected to be far better stacked than this year's group, Edwards continued. So there you go. But then people would argue, how do you know you're going to get those guys next year? It's going to be more teams with money. Get Bridges now and don't worry about next year. And they're going to say, well, we want to worry about next year. There's a bunch of good free agents coming out next year. You know? So, I mean, we can pull up the list right here. We'll pull up the list right here. So LeBron, James Harden, Westbrook, Chris Middleton, player option, Kyrie Irving, Kristaps Porzingis, Kevin Love, Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Jokic, D'Angelo Russell, Al Horford, Vujovic, Gallinari, Jeremy Grant, Miles Turner, Bogdanovich, Bledsoe, LeVert, Steven Adams, Gary Trent Jr., Malik Beasley, Will Barton, Derrick Rose, Christian Wood, Terrence Ross, KCP, Brook Lopez, Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Beverly, Josh Hart, Kelly Oubre, Josh Richardson, Dylan Brooks, Kate Cunningham. That's not going to have a club option. Larry Nance, Dwight Powell, Zion Williamson, Anthony Edwards, Reggie Jackson, Taylor Horton Tucker, Jalen Green, Danny Green, John Moran is restricted, James Wiseman, Jay Crowder, Derek Favors, Nerlens Noel, Evan Mobley, club option, don't worry about them. Dario Saric, Maxi Keebler, RJ Barrett, Jakob Porto, Scotty, don't worry about that. My Mason Plumlee, Jermichael Green, DeAndre Hunter, Seth Curry, Darius Garland, Zubat, Patty Mills, Kobe White, Drew Holiday, Franz Wagner, Jackson Hayes, Pat McConnell, whatever dude from the Nuggets name. I mean, from the white boy from the Bucks. Kendrick Nunn, Davion Mitchell. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So some names are Cam Reddish, Devin Vessel, Ish Smith, Jeff Green, Bobby Portis, Mosey Moon. Don't worry about that. Justice Winslow. So yeah, some names there. Some names there, bro. So I don't know. So they look like they might be able to be prepared to go next year. So I don't know. So like I said, I told you I look at a Bobby Portis on the team friendly contract. Look at a Bobby Portis, Markieff Morris type to fill that forward position. I'm telling y'all right now, they done hype people up about Miles Bridges, and it's not gonna happen. He going to Indiana. That's who going. If he going where the money at, he going to Indiana. But it's a lot of pressure on Troy Weaver right now to deliver. It's a lot of pressure on Troy Weaver right now to deliver. So I don't know. I think people might force his hand. So, but we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. But it's some pressure on him for sure right now. Big pressure. So I mean, he might cave and do it. He might change his mind. He might be lying. I mean, first it was reported that he wasn't too high on. First it was reported that he wasn't too high on on old boy on Jay Ivy. Then it turned out that he was high on Jay Ivy. So I mean, things can change at any given second. Things can change on any given second. But even though James Edwards noted things can change, he kept some things can change. So um, we can wait and see. But I think if like I said before, when all this, I said it's gonna make sense. They're gonna sign a Markieff Morris or Bobby Portis on a team friendly deal. But the question is, can he get those guys to come here? That's the $1 million question. Can he get those guys to come here on value deals? And the guys that he thinking about, Malik Monk, they're not gonna come here. The dudes that he gonna be able to attract to Detroit is gonna be Lonnie Walker's, Byron Forbes, Jared Culliver. It's gonna be guys like that if it's not via trade. And you got somebody in Miles Bridges that want to come here. What's the chances of them adding one of them dudes next year that's gonna come here? Because you really, in reality, what you're looking at, what you think you're gonna be looking at, your biggest hole is the 4 spot right now. Now things can change. What if Ivy don't work out? If Cade don't work out? If Bay don't work out? What if Durham ain't working out so far? It's take some time. But their primary need is gonna be this forward spot. That's gonna be their primary need. That's gonna be their primary need. So that's gonna be their primary need is the 4 spot. We talk about Porzingis and Barnes and Grant. You bring him back, Bojan Bojanovic and the Kuzma. So they could re-up to go after Kuzma. You know what I'm saying? That might be the one that make the most sense. But I mean, people gonna want Kuzma next year. It's another, Michigan dude you can get. He from Flint as well. So, like I said before, you might as well go ahead and go for it now. If you Troy Weaver, you might as well go ahead and go for it now. But I understand if you go Portis, Markieff Morris, a little bit cheaper at that position, and then next year try to, then next year trying to, go all out for then go all out for Porzingis or Kuzma, whoever the hell out there, or do something via trade. But I mean, that is what it is. But yeah, you see some of the guys that's out there. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All my information's there. Spotify, Anchor, all that's there, man. So appreciate the love support. Let me know if you in the comment section. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love support. Peace.